So in this video, we are going to discuss the control plane of software-defined networks. Software-defined network is to solve the ossification of networks such as complexity and fallibility. The main motivation of SDN is to separate the control plane and data plane, enabling a centralized control. In this way, the network infrastructure becomes open and standardized resource. Hence, it can be managed and utilized in a more efficient way. The controller is the key infrastructure in SDN and provides programming interface to the entire network. Then various applications can be written to perform management tasks and new functionalities on the controller. In this, we present many essential research issues about the controller and especially focus on the control architecture, performance, scalability, placement, interface, and security. So let us see. Uh, So internet is becoming complicated in terms of physical infrastructure, protocol and performance. And as new internet applications are emerging, so it is becoming more complex, more demanding. So now internet has to be able to address and meet these challenges. So computer networks are typically built from a large number of devices such as router, switch, middle box, and many complex protocols are there implemented on them. So network operators have to manually transform high-level policies into low-level configuration commands with access to very limited tools while adapting to changing network conditions. So earlier what was happening, high-level policies have to be manually transformed to low-level configuration commands. Moreover, network devices are usually vertically integrated black box. As a result, network management and performance tuning are challenging and error prone. To solve this, SDN has been proposed and achieves substantial attention. So the main advantage of SDN is separation of control plane and data plane, which enables the centralized control. SDN aims to dramatically simplify network management and enable the innovations through the programmability of networks. In SDN, the network management is logically centralized in the control plane, consisting of one or multiple controllers which host many control applications. Network devices in the network plane just perform packet forwarding and other advanced packet processing functions. So, what are the network devices doing? Network devices perform packet forwarding and packet processing functions. Network devices are programmed by applications via some open northbound and southbound interfaces that is OpenFlow. Actually, the SDN originates from programmable network and the decoupled control logic. The OpenSig working group has dedicated to making ATM mobile devices more extensible and programmable. They note that the separation of control software from the communication hardware is necessary but challenging to be realized. The basic idea is to access those network hardware via open and programmable interfaces. In the mid 1990s, the active networks which we have studied earlier was proposed that the network infrastructure should be programmable for customizing networking services. One approach is to develop user programmable switches, each of which possess in-band data transfer and out-of-band management channel. Another approach is called capsules, which refers to program fragments. They can be carried in user's message and then be interpreted and executed by network devices. However, the active network is not widely developed in practice due to security, performance, and the other practical issues. So SDN includes data plane and control plane, where the controller is the essential component to improve the control plane. Because the controller provides the programming interfaces in the entire network, many applications can perform management tasks and offer new functionalities on the controller. The switches in the data plane only forward received flows according to given rules derived from the controller. Controller is responsible to maintain the global viewpoint of the whole network and imposes control constraint on each flow by running a set of user-defined control applications. If the controller fails or becomes the performance bottleneck, so the advantage of SDN will be lost by the network. So SDN has to efficiently manage the network. The architecture of controller affects the performance of SDN. The single controller exhibits the limitations of performance and scalability, and the controller is the core of SDN. SDN has three layers: infrastructure layer, control layer, and application layer. The controller layer manages the underlying physical network through the southbound API. And OpenFlow protocol is used, which is given by Open Network Foundation. Okay, this is given. Application network, control layer, and the infrastructure layer. Infrastructure layer consists of routers and switches. Control layer contains your controller, SDN controller, and the application layer contains the business applications. Meanwhile, the controller layer naturally supports the application layer, where many applications are deployed via the northbound API, and controller layer handles the infrastructure layer by the southbound API. Now, the infrastructure layer consists of SDN switches. When a new flow reaches SDN switch will send a route request to the controller. Controller calculates routing path for that flow on the basis of the global view and then delivers the flow forwarding rule of that routing path to all involved switches through a secure channel. When those receive the forwarding rules, they will update their flow tables. Then they forward the received flows according to the corresponding flow rule received from the controller, and this is a reactive manner. Meanwhile, the SDN can also work with proactive flows. Additionally, if we want to schedule the flow for different purposes, we can develop different applications supported by the controller through the northbound API. There are various applications running in the controller to manage and operate the whole network. Due to inherent advantage, SDN has been introduced to many networks such as the Internet Data Center Network and Enterprise Network. Centralized control architecture is proposed for SDN to enable continuous innovations in the network control and management. Multi-core controller. It is true that large amount of flows are injected into various networks. If the principle of SDN is introduced, one basic is how single controller can generate the optimal routing solutions for all flows in the given time. If the controller does not have sufficient capacity to handle such flow requests, it will become a bottleneck of the entire network. We have a set of built-in applications for enabling such various control functions. Beacon achieves surprisingly high performance by utilizing multi-core. Logically centralized controller. Such Knox. Although multi-core controllers exhibit superior performance than traditional, it is confronted with many obstacles such as single point of failure and limited scalability. So for this, distributed controllers are proposed recently. Meanwhile, such controllers have to share information with each other to build a consistent view of the entire network. This type of control plane is referred to